These are the walls of the TAFE campus on Hunter Street. They contain a wealth of information and knowledge, a community of interesting students and teachers, and a mass of art and film enthusiasts. But beyond what we see with the naked eye is something a little more sinister. For decades, the ghosts of Hunter Street TAFE have remained untamed, left to roam the building and haunting anyone who displeases them. That changes today as we have conducted interviews with the ghosts to understand once and for all who they really are and what they want.
So there were these presences around TAFE. I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought I've had a really long day. I've had a few stressful students, a few meltdowns, and then I turned the corner and there he was, standing in the doorway. I looked over my other shoulder and she was there too, in the white dress in the walls. I ran up to the toilets.
Well, the staff toilets, it's very unnerving in those toilets, especially when there's other people in cubicles.
It's got a real feeling about it, that staff toilet, so I don't even use that anymore.
As I said, I try to avoid those bathrooms at the end of the semester when the energy's bad.
Downstairs, the guard, as people call him, and is more like a, this isn't your space right now, this is no-go zone, don't come in.
I don't think I'm really a scary guy. My name's Robert. You can call me Bob. I think I've gotten to know everyone quite a lot here, even though they might not know me.
So the man in the corridor, he doesn't talk much. He just seems to nod. But the lady in the white dress, when she talks to me, she's very cheery, so I literally see her saying hello, but it's short, sharp.
My life was great. I had a man I planned to marry. I lived in a beautiful apartment on the coast of Newcastle. I had just scored a great new teaching job at this art school. Everything was, coming up Ethel. I was on course to have a great life, but it was cut short, unfortunately.
I started in 1901. It was a good year. Unfortunately, it was ruined by something called the Great War. And while I was, in that time, since apparently they did a sequel to the Great War, there was a second one. I wasn't aware of that. I'm not sure if it was any better.
I generally think that if you die under a horrible circumstance, you leave an echo. I tend to think as well that if a person is malicious or they're evil, generally they will leave a presence.
I do have some family. Some are still alive to this day. My grandson, I've seen him around. He actually goes to the TAFE. His name's Jesse.
Jesse, this is your great-grandfather. You have disappointed me. I had my water bottle, right? And as I was about to use my water bottle, boy, it was knocked out of my hands across the room and hit the wall and shattered. I couldn't believe it. That thing was $60.
Anyway, we won't talk about him.
My favourite ghost is the lady in the white dress. And now that I've been told that she was a teacher here, that makes sense. So I feel protected and watched over by her.
I taught here for about 5 years until one day I was off to my lunch break and I fell down the stairs and broke my neck and died.
So I'm more or less just kind of, like I said, a ghoul.
I feel like he's just stuck in time in his job. I feel like he's not necessarily a nasty spirit. He's just keeping an eye on everyone, mostly making sure they return their gear to the camera room.
Look, I'm not a malicious ghoul. I'm just here to watch. I'm not an arsehole. I'm here to watch arseholes.
Well, Bobby and I, we've spoken a little bit, just general, stop in the hallway, catch up on each other's weekends, stuff like that.
She calls me Bobby, but I call her my little hag. Yeah, just a little bit of fun between us, I think.
I do like the guy. He's nice to have around.
And I've seen this lady in a white dress run past. And I just caught it in the corner of my eye. I thought I was hallucinating at first.
I wear this outfit because it's creepy. I'm a ghost and I want to do my job right. I'm a big believer in, putting your boots on the ground and just getting out there doing work and getting it done correctly. So I feel as though I have to fit the part.
I try to, keep people organised and, tell them, hey, you can't be in here, this is the ladies' bathroom, this is the staff bathroom. Definitely don't go in there.
And it's like a warning. I get kind of a really vibey, weird warning feeling. And so I just know not to go in there because you may see something that you don't want to see. So I've always kind of heeded that warning and backed out.
I think that kind of just lends to the creepiness. Like, they're not like, ah.
Look, I have no issue with ghosts. I wish they'd just move on, but sometimes they're stuck.
I'm open-minded about it because this is a very old building. It must be around about 130 years old now, and that's a lot of people have came and gone.
Whatever the circumstances, the ghosts will remain in this building for years to come. But the legend has been put to rest. We now know that they are not the terrifying monsters that we once thought.
She calls me Bobby. And I call him my little hag.
Okay, I think she calls me Bobby. I call her my little hag. That's